speaking of not working, I would say, I'm seeing, unless they have a comeback plan for this guy, I never really thought much of him. Jack Swagger, just another nail in the coffin. Jack Swagger, I just see him being released soon. I just don't see, and not because they're feeding everybody to Ryback. By the way, you have to admit, Mish, Ryback's getting better reactions.
Yeah, he is. Oh my God,
Feed Me More is
Milwaukee
becoming very
loved
prominent
him.
in the ring. Goldberg thing is dying down a little bit. The music, they've added vocals to his music now, like I said, he's becoming what I think he is. Is he a super big deal? No, but he's getting there. He's getting there. He's on his way, as is Damian Sandow. The rookies that they brought up, in rookies as in WWE rookies.
Yeah.
The other guy, Antonio Cesaro, Brodus Clay, they're doing what they need to do. Like I said, slowly but surely, this batch of rookies, quote unquote, we'll call them, or new generation, are, in my opinion, all doing their job. In my opinion,
Yeah.
I think some are more over than others, but that's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? But Jack Swagger, I just see him as just, I don't know. They got to make a decision.
Isn't it kind of funny though?
This guy wasn't this guy world champion at one point?
They even herald him as that too. This is a former IC champion, former world heavyweight champion. And I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, Ryback's over here beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, just pounding his head off, bouncing his head like a baseball.
Oh, it's hilarious, man.
Yeah, I mean, you don't try. I mean, I know WWE does this to bitch out guys who they don't, I think, are slacking, and whether they were decorated, and WWE will make a mockery out of you. Hey, John Morrison made a career out of it.
Yeah, and they're actually saying that.
There's a perfect guy that they punished all the time when they felt he was underachieving, and they made him go in the ring and be humiliated. But, I don't think it's a Alex Riley situation, because Alex Riley, I think, is never going to be more than he is. Jack Swagger was a champion. He was a top guy.
Right.
Alex Riley never was a top guy. You can't really, it's not the same thing.
Right.
Ultimately, I think we both said they should team those guys up and make a new varsity club.
I'm surprised that they didn't build up the match between Swagger and Ryback a little more and just do the same thing anyways. It was kind of like, you know what I mean? It would have meant a little bit more if they would have done it at a pay-per-view. Hey, you're going up against a world champion, and then he could do the same thing. But, I mean, it was just something like they really did just dust him underneath the rug. And a couple of people are saying, Cap Caveman is saying that Ryback was really sloppy tonight with that suplex. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of like, I'm not sure if Swagger landed wrong or if Ryback just really botched the move up. I couldn't tell.
Well, Swagger's a pretty big dude. I mean, Swagger's 6'7". I mean, he's a pretty big guy. I mean, he's lanky. He's always, sometimes it's, some of these guys are, all dripping wet with sweat. Ryback comes out all wet as it is. Sometimes you lose your grip on people. I'm not making excuses, but I'm sure anybody who's a worker or wrestler in the ring is probably saying, you guys don't know. It's fucking hot as fuck. You get slippery. Yeah, he's got gloves on, but that doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Sometimes holds are botched and things are slipped and missed. I mean, nothing. It's not a perfect system.
Where do you see this guy going?
So,
Swagger.
I don't know. I think released. I don't think, how many chances are they going to give him? I think they're just not big on him anymore. And, he's just, what's going to be next week? Job into, I'm trying to think. He's lost everybody. Santino's beat him now. Ryback. It's not a big crime losing to Ryback because Ryback's on a tear. He's not going to lose.
Right.
That's the whole gimmick. But, what can they do with him now? I mean, really, who's he going to feud with?
No, you're right.
And Vicky Guerrero let him go. He's not with her. That was like, okay, yeah, all right, get away from Vicky Guerrero. No big deal. That could have been a telltale sign. They're just making him maybe, like I said, I don't know about contracts when they end or whatever. I'm not that in tune with the guys, what's going on there. But perhaps it's coming to a conclusion, and this is what they need to do with him to ride out the contract. Right. Maybe. I don't know. Unless, like I said, we're punishing you like we used to do to John Morrison until you get your ass in gear, or either shit or get off the pot, you know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah, I could see that. What do you think of? And this is